Yeah, by heck, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, I'm looking at this. This is One Life from 2023. Before I go on, I'd just like to thank Del Boy for sending this to me. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. Please go and subscribe if you haven't. It's absolutely wonderful channel. But thank you so much. He knows the kind of films I like, all sorts of widespread taste of films, and this is just a great piece of film. It is. It's wonderful, especially as we know it's based on an unsung hero. Yes, I think that's a good way of describing him. Anyhow, it's 110 minutes long. Rotten Tomatoes give it 90%, which is quite good, but I can't imagine anybody not liking this film. It's based on the book, If It's Not Impossible, The Life of Sir Nicholas Winton by Barbara Winton. And it's directed by James Hawes. This was his first feature film. And mainly been known for really television, TV series as TV films. But also, yes, I've got to say it, Doctor Who. He was involved as director in 5 stories. 2005, The Empty Child and The Doctor Dancers, which are very well thought of stories from the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. Then The Christmas Invasion, 2005, the debut for David Tennant as the 10th Doctor. Also, he was in the second season stories, New Earth, 2006, and School Reunion, 2006. The music is composed by Volker Wertelmann. Amazing. He won an Oscar for his score for All Quiet on the Western Front remake of 2022. The music is rather outstanding. It's got a wonderful feel to it. It just gets the balance right. You can feel that sort of that kind of, I say it, but I have to say it, Holocaust type of film, because there's that element in there. You almost feel that there in it, because we know what's going to happen in this film. Why it's important for these children to be rescued. It's a modern lesson about refugees. I think that's a very good point to make. Anyhow, I'm going off a bit. So let's get into the cast. Anthony Hopkins is in the starring role as Nicholas Winton, the older one that we see. What a career. What can you say about Anthony Hopkins going back to 1960 when he made his stage debut? Films. Well, The Lion in Winter, 1968. When 8 Bells Toll, 1971. Young Winston, 1972. A Bridge Too Far, 1977. Richard Attenborough films, of course, directions. Magic. A lot of people know Magic, 1978. And of course, The Elephant Man. The Elephant Man is one of the great films. That's from 1980. Shadowlands, 1993. I thought I'd just put that in because I saw it. I saw Anthony Hopkins on the railway station being filmed. Yes. Right near me. Yeah, anyhow, I've got off there. Anyhow, The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Hannibal, 2001. Red Dragon, 2002. And a film I'd just like to mention as well is Hitchcock, 2012, a biopic of Alfred Hitchcock. Excellent in that role. Then we've got Johnny Flynn, who plays Nicholas Winton again, but the younger version that we see. He was in Beast 2017, Operation Mincemeat 2021, which is a World War II connected film, as I remember. The Outfit 2022, and a lot of TV series and TV films. Then we've got another very interesting actress, Helen Bonham Carter. Yes, Helen Bonham Carter. She's in this, and she plays Babby, his mother. Yes, we see her in the flashback, and she's a really very dominant character, very much so, very influential on him. Nobody messes about with her character, I'll tell you. Now, films that she was in, again, there's so many, but A Room with a View, 1985, Howard's End, 1992, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, 1994, Fight Club, she was in that, 1999, Big Fish, that's 2003, and then, yes, we've got a bit of Harry Potter. She was in Harry the Potter, Order of the Phoenix 2007, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince 2009, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 2010, and Part 2 2011. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll love that whole bit of Harry Potter there. She was also, I just thought I'd mention this as well, Terminator Salvation. Just had a bit of difference there, 2009, she was in that. But a lot of films, I've just mentioned a few. Then we got a Swedish actress, Lena Olin, who plays Greta Winton. She's the elderly version of his wife that we see. She was in Chocolate 2019. Now that is a very popular film, very well known, and she was in The Devil, 2013, and this year she was in a film called Spaceman 2024. Lots of sort of Swedish films that involved in, but there we are, I mentioned her. So then we've got another actor who is very familiar, Jonathan Pryce, who plays Martin Blake. I didn't realise this, but I do now, because he's a favourite film of mine. He was in Breaking Glass, 1980, yeah. Hazel O'Connor film, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And of course, I think this is the film that a lot of people will remember him in, Brazil. He was in Brazil, 1985. What can you say about Brazil? It is one hell of a film. Man on Fire, 1987. Evita, yeah, he was in Evita, 1996. He was in Tomorrow Never Dies, James Bond film, 1997. Pierce Brosnan. Then he was in those Pirates of the Caribbean films, yes. 2006 one, the 2007 one, yeah, two of them. And then a film, The Two Popes, which is quite well known. I think that was 2019. He was in that one. So they're just these sort of major actors in this film. The locations on this film are very good. They went to Prague. Principal photography was done in Prague, which is great, especially as a lot of, the importance of Prague is so important to this story. We've got, I think, quite a bit. There is studio stuff as well done in there, which is all good stuff. So what is this about? It is based on the life of um, Nicholas Winton. Nicholas Winton was involved in the rescue of all these predominantly Jewish children. I mean, it's interesting that on the publicity, they had to be sort of persuaded, a lot of people in the media, that it was predominantly Jewish children. You still get this underlying anti-Semitism in places sometimes, and it had to be saying they were predominantly Jewish children. And what makes this film so absolutely wonderful is the way nothing gets in his way. He's trying desperately, because the Nazis they're in power in Germany and they're spreading. We know it's moving towards war as the Nazis expand all over the place in Europe. Europe knows war is coming, and it's a matter of getting these children, these Jewish children, out of these areas safely back into Britain, which these people dedicated so much time and effort to get the families, get all the kids found, identified that they were going to rescue, and get these trains going. These trains kept going, and they did. Unfortunately, the last one didn't make it because the war had broken out, and once the war broke out, that was it. But they were always in this situation where they just were doing their best to get as many out as possible, and you get that in this film. This is what's wonderful, and this Nicholas Winton will not be put off by anything that gets in the way of bureaucracy, and he's a great organizer, and he has people around him as well that help and go and do the things to help him get all this done. It's wonderful because how he's determined. I just think it's a great portrayal, and I think also it's good when you see him in the modern day as well. Well, at the time, modern time. Sadly, he died. He's not with us now, but the way he's discovered as a hero, and it's linked with the TV series That's Life with Esther Ranson, who was it was quite a popular program, and you get this moment in the program where the audience learns about him, really. And there's two times we get the bit where he's sat next to one of the survivors. We get all his story, and then you get another where you get all those that he rescued in this audience. I don't think there's every single one, but there's a lot of them there, and they all stand up. It's such a moving experience that he was able to save all their lives, and it's a wonderful testament to what he did, and it reminds us that we shouldn't always take notice of all the hysteria that we get in the media. There are people who are genuinely trying to escape, and children particularly. Women and children as well, and men. Everybody gets caught up in these situations with war, and genuine refugees. We should always be sort of open as they were at this time, because it was a really bad sort of time. But as I say, I'm reminded that, and I think this film reminds us sometimes that anti-Semitism hasn't gone away. It's still around, and we should always remember that. I sound like I'm a preacher, man, but this film is very moving. It makes you think about a lot of these issues, and the fact that he's such a humble man and a hero is absolutely amazing. What more could you ask for of somebody as a human being? How good they are as a human being to do all this. The film, it moved me totally. I was just wonderful. And the performance, say, by Anthony Hopkins as the older one is great. And also Johnny Flynn, who plays the younger version, he's very good as well. We get this sort of the action dynamic character at the time. Just great. The children that we see in the film, they're great as well. The whole thing is brilliant. You know, it's very believable, and it's a timely film to watch at any time, I think, because we can see the dangers of what these things happen. And that's it. I think I may have gone on preaching. I love this film. Great film. Brilliant. I'll just show you it again. There it is. Neat slipcover. Can't see that very well. But a bit there. There we are. You can see it there. The back there. But yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant film. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll let you know when I put out these videos. And look at playlists, and you can see all the films and TV series and all the sort of things, and a bit of music as well. Just have a look there. You might be interested. And if you like this particular video, please give this video a like. Gets it out onto YouTube and all algorithms and all that stuff, and hopefully other people might enjoy it. And if you've got any comments, now put your comments down. I love to read your comments. I'll always answer them. And that's it. By heck it is. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.